Witness these unbelievable one-in-a-million animal encounters caught on camera. These jaw-dropping moments will leave you amazed. Let's dive right into it.
I got him on video.
This elephant calmly asked for help after living with an infected bullet lodged in his skull for weeks. The poor elephant was shot by poachers and suffered in silence until he found some kind humans who could help him. The video was captured by a team of veterinarians. The team spotted a large bull elephant who looked weak and sick. They noticed a hole in his forehead and suspected he'd been shot by poachers. They decided to approach him and see if they could help. But as they got closer, they realized they didn't have to. The elephant had already seen them and was walking toward them. He seemed to know they were there to help and not to harm. He showed no signs of aggression or fear. He was calm and gentle. He stopped in front of them and looked at them with his big, sad eyes. He was asking for help. The team cleaned the wound and drained the pus. They decided to leave the bullet in place, as removing it would be too risky and could cause more damage. They gave him some antibiotics and painkillers and hoped for the best. They also fitted him with a tracking collar so they could monitor his recovery. This hilarious and adorable reaction of a gibbon who encounters a hedgehog for the very first time. Watch as the gibbon spots the spiky creature crawling near its enclosure and tries to figure out what it is. The gibbon is both fascinated and terrified by the hedgehog and makes noises and gestures to express its emotions. The gibbon even tries to touch the hedgehog, but quickly pulls back its hand. The hedgehog, on the other hand, seems unfazed by the gibbon's antics and continues to explore its surroundings. This guy's just taking in the river vibes when, out of nowhere, a huge bear appears. You'd expect a scene from a thriller, but no, this bear has different plans. It strolls up to the guy, who's frozen in surprise, and get this, instead of being all fierce, the bear sits down right next to him like they're old pals catching up. The dude, still in shock, realizes he's got a bear buddy. They just chill together by the river, creating this crazy, heartwarming moment. Imagine plunging into the ocean, and suddenly there it is, a colossal giant squid, swimming slowly and gracefully with its arms and tentacles spread out. It seems curious and not afraid of the divers, and even approached them at one point. Giant squid are one of the most elusive and mysterious animals on the planet. They can grow up to 13 meters, 43 feet long, and have eyes the size of dinner plates. They are also very powerful predators with 8 arms and 2 long tentacles that can snatch prey from a distance. They've been known to attack whales, sharks, and even submarines. These Japanese divers managed to get up close and personal with this elusive creature, and the footage they brought back is mind-blowing. This small-town gas station is buzzing with activity, but there's one customer who's causing quite the stir. A 500-pound bear with a sweet tooth. This cheeky bear has developed a serious candy addiction and has made it a habit to waltz into this gas station like it's his personal candy store. And get this, he's not just grabbing a treat here and there. Oh no, this bear means business.
I seen him try to come in, so I stepped towards him, and then he comes into the store, kind of lunges at me.
He's repeatedly caught on camera snatching candy bars, chips, you name it, and making a run for it before anyone can stop him. I mean, can you imagine being in line for a soda and suddenly finding yourself face to face with a massive bear on a candy raid? It's like something out of a comedy movie, but hey, this bear's got guts, I'll give him that. An incredible moment when a swimmer in New Zealand had a heart-stopping encounter with killer whales. Picture this. Crystal clear waters, the thrill of swimming, and then, out of nowhere, these majestic creatures glide past, leaving everyone in awe. This daring swimmer found themselves in the midst of an oceanic spectacle as a pod of killer whales made a surprise appearance. These powerful beings, known for their intelligence and grace, swam alongside the lucky individual, creating a surreal and heart-stopping moment that transcends the ordinary. The footage captured is nothing short of mesmerizing. A woman in Florida who woke up to find a 10-foot alligator in her kitchen. This happened in Clearwater, Florida, where alligators are not uncommon, but they usually stay in the swamps, lakes, and rivers, not in people's homes. Well, not this one. The alligator decided to crash into a woman's condo in the middle of the night, breaking through her floor-to-ceiling windows and making a mess of her furniture and walls.
I'm sorry, is it in your house?
Yes,
Okay, you said
it's huge.
it's in your kitchen?
Yes.
Police and trappers were able to haul the big guy out before anyone got hurt.
The woman, Mary Weishausen, was asleep when she heard a loud noise. She got up to check what it was and came face to face with the intruder. She said she was shocked and scared, but also amazed by the sight of the huge reptile. She quickly ran to her bedroom and called 911. The police and animal control arrived soon after and managed to capture the alligator and take it away. Mary said she was relieved that no one was hurt. This white-necked raven can talk. Mischief is a white-necked raven who lives at the World Bird Sanctuary in Missouri. He's one of the most intelligent and vocal birds in the world. He can mimic human speech as well as other sounds, such as coughing, laughing, and even water dripping.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Good bird.
He can also use tools, solve problems, and play games. He is very curious and playful and loves to interact with people and other animals. He sounds just like a human, but how does he do that? Well, ravens have a very complex vocal system with a syrinx or voice box that can produce a wide range of sounds. They also have a very large brain with a high density of neurons that allows them to learn and remember sounds. They can imitate sounds that they hear in their environment, such as other birds, animals, or humans. This humpback whale was caught jumping out of the water and landing on kayakers. A humpback whale, one of the largest and most majestic animals on Earth, weighing up to 40 tons and measuring up to 16 meters long, leaping out of the ocean and crashing down on a tiny kayak with 2 people on board. How crazy is that?
I got him on video. I got him on
Breaching is when a whale jumps out of the water, exposing most or all of its body, and then falls back with a huge splash. Scientists are not sure why whales do this, but some possible reasons are to communicate with other whales, to get rid of parasites, to show off, or just to have fun. Whatever the reason, it's an amazing sight to see and a once-in-a-lifetime experience for anyone who witnesses it. But for the 2 kayakers who were paddling unaware of the whale's presence, it was a terrifying and dangerous experience. This bird has not been seen for 140 years, captured on camera for the first time ever. Yeah, you heard that right. A bird that was lost to science for more than a century finally rediscovered and recorded by a team of researchers. The bird is called the black-naped pheasant pigeon, and it's one of the rarest and most endangered birds in the world. This incredible footage was captured by a remote camera trap that was set up by a group of researchers who were conducting a search for lost birds in Papua New Guinea. The researchers spent a month on the island, interviewing local community members and setting up camera traps in different locations where the bird might be found. They faced many challenges, such as steep and rugged terrain, dense and humid forests, and limited resources. But they never gave up, and their efforts paid off. The researchers were overjoyed when they retrieved the camera and saw the footage. They couldn't believe their eyes. Hundreds of birds falling from the sky like raindrops, some of them dying on impact, in a freakish phenomenon that happened in Mexico. The camera was recording a quiet and sunny day when suddenly something dark and ominous appeared in the sky. It was a flock of yellow-headed blackbirds, a species of songbird that migrates from Canada to Mexico in the winter. They were flying in a large and dense formation when they suddenly started to plummet to the ground like stones. Well, according to experts, the most likely explanation is that the birds were scared by a predator and tried to escape by diving to the ground. This is a common behavior among some birds called flushing, which is meant to confuse and evade their enemies. However, in this case, the birds might have misjudged the distance and speed and crashed into the hard surface, killing themselves. This swarm of bees attacks an Oklahoma police car after a truck carrying millions of bees crashed on a highway. Millions of bees unleashed on the road and going after a cop car. According to the Oklahoma State Highway Patrol, a semi-truck loaded with crates of honeybees overturned, spilling the bees all over the highway. The bees were angry and confused and started to swarm around the area looking for a place to settle.
Sheriff's deputies in Oklahoma were trapped in their patrol cars after a semi crashed and spilled thousands of angry honeybees on the freeway. One deputy put this video of the ordeal on Facebook. Beekeepers recovered some of the bees and then had to set the remaining hives on fire when the bees became aggressive after dark, as if they're all that friendly during the day.
A police officer arrived on the scene and parked his cruiser behind the truck. He got out of his car and tried to help the driver of the truck who was trapped inside. But as soon as he did, he realized he had made a big mistake. The bees had noticed him and they were not happy. They started to fly towards him and sting him all over his body. He quickly ran back to his car and locked himself inside, but the bees were not done with him. They followed him and surrounded his car, covering his windows and windshield with their bodies. They tried to get inside through the cracks and vents. They buzzed loudly and angrily. They were relentless. He had to wait for more than an hour until a beekeeper arrived and sprayed the car with smoke to calm the bees down. He was stung more than 40 times, but he survived. And there you have it. We hope you enjoyed watching these crazy animal encounters as much as we did. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing videos like this one.